Eagle, proud symbol of our country, keep on flying high up above, and together we will stand and we'll restore the land. Oh, Eagle, keep on flying, Eagle.
Welcome to Listen to the Eagle. We're live in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm your host and Farm Bureau Agent Landon Moore. We got a good show for y'all tonight. We got Mr. Robert Daley in here with me, and we're going to be talking about anything in the outdoors. Going to try to get some youth to call in, talk about some youth. We got Mr. Tyler Owens with Southern Attraction Outdoors, and so we got a good show. Y'all give us a call at 1-800-251-5891 or pound 444 if you C-Spire customer. What's been going on, Mr. Robert?
I've been on vacation.
Man, I see the little scruffiness
I got the
here.
scruff going on,
Yeah.
so UPS won't allow this.
Yeah, right.
And so when I go on vacation, so does my razor.
Look, years. My dad's been with Coca-Cola for like 37, 36, 8 years, something like that. Long time, all right?
Yeah.
And years ago, he went to Colorado hunting. And when he came back, he had a full-fledged beard. He was gone like a week and a half, you know.
Yeah.
And when he come back, I didn't even recognize him. I was a little bitty kid, you know, and I can remember seeing him. I'm like, what in the world? But I thought it was cool, you know. I was like, Dad, keep that. And he said, I had to shave it off for work, babe. But
yeah, it's probably good that I can't let mine grow out too much because it's not the same color it used to be.
Right, yeah.
And
I'm
I'm afraid if I grow it out too much,
right.
little kids will start coming up telling me what they want for Christmas.
That's right. Well, you don't have the belly to go with it, though. So
Not yet. I'm kind of working on that. I need to.
I hear you. You know, marriage will do that to a fella. They tell me, and you're signed up for it. So.
Well, but I'm not even married yet. So.
But you're getting closer.
So I'm. Yeah, so I'm kind of jumping the gun.
I hear you. So y'all give us a call. We don't have a whole lot set to talk about tonight. Give us a call about anything you got going on, some fundraisers, some events going on. We know we got to talk about some archery shoots that are going on.
Man, I tell you what, now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
Southern Traditional Archery has got their annual Catch a Dream charity shoot coming up the weekend of June 23rd and 24th.
Okay.
That's going to be up at Enid Lake. All traditional, recurves, longbows, self-bows.
Now, what's a good turnout for something like that when it's traditional only?
A few hundred people.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I never would have dreamed that. That's awesome.
You know, when I first went back to traditional shoot, I wouldn't have dreamed it either. I could not believe it when I went to my first traditional shoot. I couldn't believe all the people there that were shooting recurves, longbows, and self-bows. At that time, I didn't even know what a self-bow was. And
explain to people that may not know, including myself, what's a self-bow?
Well, you know, most modern bows you see, recurves and longbows.
Sure.
They're made of different laminations glued together.
Sure. Oh, right.
All right. A self-bow is a bow that's hand carved out of a solid piece of wood.
That's awesome. So does a bow like that, does it have plenty of oomph to kill a deer? I mean,
yeah, and Osage orange.
Well, I mean, back in the day, Indians obviously did it and all,
yeah.
but is that similar to what they would have had?
Yeah, Osage orange is the best wood in this country for making the self bows. Hickory is another good wood. It just each type of wood performs differently.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Osage orange, besides making a beautiful bow, it performs great. Now, I don't have a self bow. I don't shoot one. I shoot a recurve. I have a longbow. I just got a longbow a few months ago, but I usually shoot a recurve.
Okay.
And a recurve.
I've seen what you can do with a recurve.
Most people don't understand what a good punch a recurve can do. But I've told people before that I have made pass-through shots on deer from 30 yards with a 52-pound recurve and wood arrows with glue on two-blade broadheads I sharpened with a file.
I've seen your broadheads. They're like the old bear broadheads, right? Is that
the ones I use now are Simmons Tree Sharks.
Yeah, Land Shark. Isn't that the brand, or is it Simmons the brand?
Simmons is the brand.
That's
the
right.
one that I use is the Tree Shark.
Okay,
it's huge. It's like 190 grain broadhead.
Yeah. So years ago, that's what people shot was the Land Shark. So until my uncle, until he quit shooting archery and quit, got fat and lazy. That's all he shot. And Buddy put a hole in one. I mean,
now when I was shooting the 52-pound bow, I was shooting 125 grain broadheads. I shoot heavier weight bows now, so I can get away with 190 grain broadhead. I shoot 70 to 80 pound recurves now.
Wow. Wow.
But we got a break coming up. I wish somebody would call and talk to us about, what are you doing? Bow season is just several months away, and we're talking about 3D shooting, and that's a great way to start training for bow season.
I would love for somebody, my wife brought this up. She said, you need to get somebody to call in and talk about getting ready for archery season. Have somebody, y'all, that helps people get their bows and stuff ready, that owns an archery shop or works in an archery shop. Call in, give us an update, give us how things starting to pick up and things, and the importance of not waiting to the last minute. So y'all give us a call, 1-800-251-5891 or pound 444 if you C Spire customer. We'll talk about anything you want to, Black Panther even, bears, anything. Give us a call. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Listen to the Eagle. We're live in Jackson, Mississippi at the Farm Bureau building at the beautiful Reed's Metal Studio. Myself, Landon Moore, along with Mr. Tyler Owen, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Mr. Robert Daley. So we got a caller. Got Mr. Jim in Moss Point. What about it, Mr. Jim?
Hey, Jim. Jim, you there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, buddy. What you got?
No, I know y'all talking about fishing and deer hunting and all that. I know me and brother-in-law was sitting around yesterday. We was talking about the fish just getting to biting good, and
Right.
we already ready for deer season to come in. And this past turkey season that went by, for the last, I don't know, probably 8 or 10 years, we've killed 2 or 3 turkey a year. This past year, we didn't see not a one. And as far as planting anything or anything like that, nothing's changed. You have any idea what might be going on there? Why we ain't seeing the turkey that we usually see?
All right, so I'll take the mic on this one. If they want to tag in, they can feel free, because I firmly believe the Lord put me on this earth for one of those reasons, was to help keep the turkeys thinned out. I absolutely love it, live it, breathe it. As soon as turkey season was over with, Mr. Preston Pittman and I had about an hour and 20-minute long conversation just here a month or so back about this very same thing that you're talking about. I've got places, Jim, that I know there are turkeys on. I've got one particular place that I know there were 2 longbeards on this year that I never heard gobble but one time. All right, and I'm talking about I went in there multiple times. My dad heard them one time, and I heard them one time, but I'm talking about I went in there a lot, just easing in there just before daylight to see if I could hear them and then ease out. It was as weird of a year as I've ever seen. Places that I've had cameras out, I've got pictures of longbeards, never heard turkeys. I had a particular place where I heard 5 longbeards one morning and went back 2 mornings in a row after that and didn't hear anything. You would swear that someone come in there with a bomb or something and exploded it and they completely left. I know for me, this did not play a factor in it because I never once saw from before turkey season this year to right now, I have yet to see a jake on any of my places. Not one jake.
Really?
Now, where they are, I don't know. But everybody has talked about the crop of jakes. And I've seen jakes hush old turkeys up in years past. I've seen it all my life. But I did not see a single jake this year. But what I am a believer in is the barometric pressure. Now, people can shake their heads, think I'm crazy if they want to. But I firmly believe the barometric pressure plays a factor in whether a turkey gobbles a lot or doesn't gobble at all. And it was very weird this year. The pressure would be real low one day and extremely high the next day, and it'd be bluebird skies both days.
Well, see, I've never heard that about the pressure, and it's like you're saying. I'd be up. See, I work out of town, and I don't get to go in the woods as much as he does, and he's one of them hunters that goes in the woods and he will stay out there until he sees something. If he don't, he'll come back and he's all frustrated. And
right.
Usually on our place, we got a place in Montgomery County, and we got a place in Carroll County. Montgomery County, there's always turkeys up there. This year, he never saw a turkey. He never heard a turkey. And whenever I would be at home on my time off, I'd be up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, sitting out drinking coffee. I might hear one turkey a month. And I mean, you'd only hear him gobble 1 or 2 times, and that was it. Other than that, few tracks on the ground, but we never saw a bird in the woods. Never.
I heard that same thing from a lot of other people this year, and I'll tell you what, we've got a lot more predators than we used to have.
That's exactly what Preston's.
This state is overrun with coyotes now.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you don't have to go far to find. You'll find them in
you.
urban areas now.
Yeah.
If you thought the coyotes would have anything to do with it, because when we live in Montgomery County, we are, man, we are overrun with them.
Absolutely.
Bad.
And I'm gonna tell you, and I didn't realize this, and maybe y'all have known this, but I didn't know the number one predator for wild turkey is a raccoon.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were. I mean, I knew they'd kill a baby. I knew they'd eat the eggs, but I didn't realize they were number one predator.
Yeah, raccoons,
I didn't know that
skunks,
either.
possums,
Yeah, I think they have
bobcats,
about 9
fox, coyotes.
snakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawks,
They got-
from-
yeah.
Yeah, but y'all
Turkeys have a lot of
talking about
enemies.
deer hunting.
Well, let me-
Me and brother-in-law, we already got our plan going for bow season and getting the plots and all that ready. So
Sure.
we're ready for bow season to come up. And
Well, Jim, that could be a lot. It's a lot of different variables. That's why y'all had didn't have a good year. I'm gonna tell y'all another one, and I promise I am not trying to stir nothing when I say this, because I don't want people thinking I'm putting down on the forest or anything like that. But I heard out of multiple people this year. People know that I do the show and things like that, coming up and talking to me, asking me questions, and some of the burning that has went on in the last 5 or 6, 10 years in the national forest is insane. There's no doubt that they're killing messing up nests. No doubt.
see,
I mean,
you-
you can't burn into August. I mean, not August. April and May, and expect not to burn a nest up.
Yeah.
And if you're doing that year after year after year, I mean, how long does it take for to realize it? And I'm not saying that's what his problem is, but I'm telling you that I had
It
multiple
can be a
people.
contributing factor, though.
Absolutely.
Well, see, the land that surrounds us, one old lady owns it, and it's probably a couple thousand acres, but it's all planted pine. And they come through. See, for the last 2 years, they've been doing controlled burns on it. They hadn't done one this year, but the previous 2 years they have. So that could have something to do with it, I guess, since you say that. But I didn't realize that it would have.
Yeah. Well, Jim, we got to go to break. Appreciate you calling. Thank you so much, and keep us posted for next year on how it turns out. Y'all give us a call at 1-800-251-5891 or pound 444 if you cease by our customer. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to Listen to the Eagle. I'm Robert Daley, and you are exactly where you need to be, tuned into this show. Let's go ahead and not waste any time here. Let's go to the phone. We got Dwayne from Southern Attraction Outdoors. Let's let him join us. Dwayne,
What's going on, Mr. Robert?
how are you, man?
Man, I'm a little late now. A fella called in talking about turkeys. I was just going to ask if he was, it's a lot of factors that take place on not hearing turkeys, but I was wondering if he had been snake bit. That was my problem this year.
Yeah, I know exactly. I've been there before myself.
Yeah, Dwayne, I think you and Tyler was snake bit this year. Y'all got after it harder than a lot of people do, and it's tough when you throw the camera there in there as a factor. It's almost like having another predator.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that's exactly right. I mean, this year, it's probably the worst year I think I've ever had, and it wasn't the fact of just not hearing birds. I mean, he was just getting on them. It was, I dealt with trespassers. That's a big factor. A lot of people don't realize you deal with other trespassers.
I'm just glad you didn't catch me.
Man, hey, you slick. You got by this year.
Oh man,
Hey.
no joke, man. You did. Your buddy said you caught some guys.
Man, look, I caught more than one. Caught quite a few, and just people. I tell you, if you know how it is working offshore, man. a lot of your neighbors, they start to learn your schedule. So you got to try to change hitches up every now and then, catch them off guard.
That's right. But tell you what they can't learn. They can't learn how to climb up in trees and get them cameras out without a climbing stand. If you go to angling them cameras down a little bit, that sends it to your phone automatically, you'll catch them.
Hey, look, don't tell all our secrets. Don't share. I know there's a lot of listeners out there who don't want to hear all our secrets.
That's exactly. Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, Robert, I've been looking at that. Y'all having to shoot while I'm gone, but man, I'm definitely gonna have to come to a bow shoot with y'all, especially traditional, so I can come see and maybe get on that side of things. I was talking with Robert last time about I got a longbow that I play around with around the house, but I'm kind of ready to actually try to kill one with a traditional on film.
Dwayne, I think you need to stick to the training wheels, buddy.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Hey,
We got
Enid Lake, June 23rd and 24th. Our Catch a Dream charity shoot. Come on up there and join us.
Come on. We're gonna come see you. We've been talking about this bow shoot that we got coming up, and me and Tyler, man, we've been racking our brains to get better from last year to this year, and man, we're really looking forward to seeing you back up there, Mr. Robert, and getting as many people out there as we can.
Well, so let's talk about that a second. Y'all's bow shoot. Where's it at? What's it consist of? What's the entry fees? What's payoff? What's that kind of stuff?
Let me tell you real quick. They put on just real quick. They put on a fantastic shoot last year. It was their first time, but you would not have known. You would not have known it was their first time to do it, man.
Awesome.
They did it like pros, like they've been doing it for years. They put on a fantastic shoot, had a beautiful range, and I told them, I said, y'all better get ready because this thing's going to grow, whether you like it or not.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate those kind words. It's right there in central Mississippi on the Leake and Atala County line. The address, if you had pen and pad on you, it's 7375 County Line Road, Carthage, Mississippi.
Carthage. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's gonna be where it's at. This year we added an additional class, so we have 7 classes. Braves class, which would be 7 and under, are actually going to be shooting for free. The entry fee will be $20. However, prior to a month out, we're actually gonna have on our website where you can pre-register for a $15 fee. So I'd save you $5. And it may get you something else whenever you show up, but we just haven't decided just on that. But we have a first, second, and third place trophy for you. As well as first place, you'll have more than likely going to have a Moultrie trail camera like we did last year.
Yeah.
I believe we probably handed out probably about $2,500 worth of prizes as well last year between all the raffle tickets. I really don't believe any individual left without at least a hat, a pocket knife, flashlight.
That makes it all the difference.
Pack
in
of
the world,
broadheads.
especially for kids, you know.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing about it, it's not that we're doing that because we want to get everybody involved, though, man. We want to get as many people there, get people back on the bow hunting, back interested in it, and out doing stuff. I mean, we're gracious enough to have the sponsors that we have and been blessed with, and they, you know, and they do a lot for us, and we do a lot for them, but it's what we can give back to everybody to get people interested. If that one kid that shows up, man, that we give a thing of hot dough you're into, and man, that's his, and he wants his dad to take him during deer season where he can put that out and hunt over it. Man, we've done our job because we've got them outside, we got them in the woods, you know.
That's exactly right.
You know, a lot of friendships have been born on an archery range.
Oh, I bet.
The fellowship, it's not just about shooting a bow. Mm-hmm. It's not just about trying to win a trophy. It's not just about trying to get a door prize. There are some really wonderful people at these shoots. The fellowship, the people you meet and get to know, the fellowship is wonderful. It's just, man, I can go on and on and on talking about reasons to get involved in 3D competition.
Right.
I have met some wonderful people. on the range.
Well, so you said entry fee, Tyler. It's $20.
Yes, sir. It'll be $20. What that'll get you, that'll get you a shot on our 15 target course. It's also, we have a 5 shot novelty course, and we actually included, I think, 4 of those throughout the range. That's one of them was shooting sitting out of a blind, one standing on a lock on, sitting on a lock on. I believe the other was from an incline and a decline shot, so uphill and downhill as well.
Yeah, but I got something that's gonna be a little better this year. I can't let it out yet, but I'm gonna have a good little novelty shot this year, Robert. You're gonna like it.
Yeah, we also had the 100-yard shot challenge, and I believe there was a couple of shooters that actually bust the balloon on their very first attempt. We called it a 100-yard shot. I think we actually had it at 103 last year, so we may bump it up to 95 this year. I don't know, but just so that shooter that's out there, practicing at 100 even, we did set it out at 103 yards, and I was actually quite surprised with how many people actually nailed that shot.
Yeah.
We had probably about a 12-inch diameter balloon, and but yeah, there were several archers who nailed it on the very first attempt. So
that's awesome.
I'm waiting on that recurve 100-yard shot.
Yeah.
No problem.
Well, Dwayne, look, we got to go to break, man. Thanks for calling, and hey, be safe going back to work this time, and have a good hitch. Y'all give us a call at 1-800-251-5891 or pound 444 if you cease fire customer. Hang with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Listen to the Eagle. We're live in Jackson, Mississippi. Our last few minutes of the show tonight. Hadn't had a lot of callers, so y'all give us a call. We've been mostly just sitting up here running our mouths about things that we like to do and have fun
you started
with.
getting me all excited talking about bow fishing, and my heart rate's going up.
Man, his beard grew a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
He got so excited. He's on vacation. Now he's ready to go.
Starting to.
Yeah. So during the break, Tyler, you and I were talking kind of about y'all's goal for SAO.
Yes, sir.
SAO. Okay, and make sure I'm saying that right. And the direction that y'all want to head with, in the future. Y'all have full-time jobs, but this is something that y'all. I mean, you've been on the Outdoor Channel. You've done it. You've hit the home run, as guys say. But it wasn't exactly what you thought. Maybe I don't know. Put the words in your mouth. But you're kind of going a different direction now. Won't you tell the listeners the direction y'all are headed, and maybe give a little bit of a reason why?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So so. We've been filming as a team, for a little bit more than 2 years now, and this July, beginning of August, we intend to hopefully be on tle-tv, which is an outdoor internet-based app similar to Carbon TV. We have a friend down south, Lazy Lad Productions. His name's Drew Seals, and he'll actually be helping us put the episodes together. He's been a friend of ours for about 2 years now, and he comes up hunting and things. And actually, speaking of Drew, this September 8th and 9th, if anyone is interested in, learning what kind of shots to get, how to edit, how to produce your own outdoor television show, whether it be TV or internet based, he's actually hosting a school September 8th, September 9th. You can pre-register, I believe, at lazyladproductions.com.
Okay.
Or you can follow us on Facebook, Southern Attraction Outdoors, or Instagram, Southern Attraction Outdoors, and you'll actually see where we've made posts about the film school, and you can plug in. But yeah, anyway, we hunt, deer, turkey, ducks, hogs. Man, we hand grab catfish, catch 13-foot alligators, all kind of stuff, man. And anyway. All the glory to God, man. If it wasn't for him, obviously none of that would be possible. And he's been laying, the stepping stones out for us. And yeah, like I said, man, all the glory goes to him. We're very blessed to be going down the road we are going down, and to meet the people that we have met.
You mentioned hand grabbing.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
See, when I was in my 20s, I wanted to do hand grabbing too. But I got older, and I changed my mind because I started thinking about things like reaching up in there and putting my hand in front of a big old alligator snapping turtle's mouth And
You can't think. You can't think
how does he
about
know
that
he's not
stuff.
supposed to bite my hand off?
Well, I mean, I was always told that a turtle is not going to go where, where he feels unsafe, so to speak, where he may drown or something like that. And we actually, we build the structure that we fish out of. So we're not sliding down the bank, fishing out of logs and fishing out of rock holes and mud holes. Well, actually, we do check some logs and some rock holes.
That's what I prefer to fish. I love natural stuff.
You do a little of the turtle man stuff.
We do
then.
a little bit of the snake / turtle man fishing, but man, most of the stuff is big boat ramps and man-made boxes.
and stuff.
Or go to some boat ramps or something.
Tyler, don't want to cut you off, bud, but we got 30 seconds, and we need to close it with the Lord's Prayer. Thank you for having. We're glad to be with you tonight, and you as well. Y'all join with me. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and glory forever. Amen.